What's going on, Nakamas? It's your boy Mozy here, back with another episode of Mozy Reacts. On this episode of Mozy Reacts, I have episode 707 of One Piece. But before I get into today's episode, it's time for a comment of the day. And the comment comes from the Nakama Jack Ross, who said, "Hey Mozy, not sure if you noticed, but the kid with the scar they showed around the 1655 mark on the episode that was saved by the Marines is actually ex-Drake." And I went back and looked, and lo and behold, that's fucking Drake. And my first thought was, why? And then that followed up with, that's only because of one or two reasons. One is that they're gonna do like a Barto, which was, next time we see him, he could be like, oh yeah, I was there that day. Or two, the latter option, which is probably more likely, is that that's gonna become relevant later on in the story at some point. And then the third thing that came to my mind, which was, again, I just said it like a couple of days ago, which was Oda just loves doing sleight of hand, and of course gives me the fucking backstory that I'm sure that you guys were at the time, but I've personally been craving. So I'm getting it, and I'm just involved in the backstory that you could have slipped in any character there. You could have literally probably slipped in Kaido during that scene, during that backstory, and I would have not noticed. And it's just like, that's bullshit, Oda. Don't do that shit, okay? But on the other hand, it's great fucking story writing because it allows him to make those like giant, wait, what? Drake was there? Because you weren't fucking paying attention. So it's a double-edged sword. It is what it is. I fucking love it and I fucking hate it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and roll right into today's episode. Reminder though, this is not a market subject to. You should always support the official release. You want more backstory? Well, if I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but I'm assuming it's gonna be this arc. I'm gonna probably get Senior Pink's backstory soon. Isn't that? It's so funny watching like the context in which I'm referring to Terzo's comment, because it's a weird context when it comes to like reactors and then people that enjoy watching reactors, because Terzo says, last stream was awesome to see you suffering. And it's like, that's what we look forward to when we watch reactors. At least that's what I look to. I'm like, where's that sad episode? I want to watch this dude cry. Whoa, why do I want to watch someone be sad? It's so weird. Because in any other circumstances, I feel like we would be like, oh, I don't want that person to be sad. What can I do to change that? But reactions were like, nah, I specifically want them to see something horrible because I want them to, like, it's just so weird. For me, it's more like I want to see sadness, but also how does XY react to scenes comparison to how I felt and thought, getting it from a different perspective, you know? 100%, that's true too. But me personally, I there is that sentiment of I want to see how they reacted, but I'm also a little judgy too. Like, let me see how they reacted to this scene, and they better fucking reacted to it right, or I'm gonna fucking judge them. Is that, oh, Luffy is tough? Oh, that reminds me. Thank you so much for saying that. I wanted to figure out who they were. As soon as, who was it? Lumi shared it in the Discord, and as soon as I saw that Luffy was tough, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make that my background, and I'm gonna try to figure out who the characters are later. So, let me try to figure out who they are. So, Luffy is definitely tough. I don't know who Brook is. Don't know who Frankie is. Don't know who Kinemon is. Don't know who Asanji is. That's appropriate for Zoro. Zoro's from Kick-Ass, right? Don't know who Robin is. Usopp's from Mortal Kombat. Nami's what's her name from Bob's Burgers? Oh my gosh. Louise, she's Louise. Oh, that's so awesome. He's Bane. He's Bane, right? I can't really tell yeah, that's Bane's coat. That's Bane's furry coat. The mask definitely is Bane's. And then Chopper is, no idea. Robin is from Adventure Time. Okay, well, that's why I want to have seen that. Brooke is Bill from Gravity Falls. Okay, haven't seen that. Who's Frankie? Frankie is Zombie Luffy. That's awesome. That's the best costume, cause that's the best costume. He's a One Piece character making a One Piece reference. That's the best costume.
生きてるぞ。今死んだら途端にお前にかけた魔法が解けて、お前の声が音が島に響いちまう。歩けろ。
Like that's what a G for that.
遠くへ。誰もお前を制限しない。お前はもう自由なんだ。
Low-key, I want that Kid Law hat too as well.
Injection shot炸裂.
I heard the word injection. What does his injection shot do? Care to explain, Doffy, or are we just gonna overlook that?
どうしたその程度かお前は所詮俺の手のひらで踊っていただけのこと俺からは逃げられんお前の元へ現れたのは俺の意志だ
Like, low-key, can we address this, or...
それが俺の手のひらだと言ってるんだローお前の意志とやらも自由も全て俺のものだ
コラさんあいつは自由だ俺が自由になるときはあんたの思いを遂げたときルームドフラミンゴを止めたときだ
See, right here, I'm just like, dude, Doffy is facing 3 front battle right now and still holding his own. Like, he directed all of his energy to fighting Law. So what, we're just gonna change the color of the strings and just not address it? Okay, that's fine. Right there, like him just using Bellamy to block Luffy's attack. That takes brain power that he could be using against Law, so we're lucky. There we go, Law.
お前には関係ない。麦わらのルフィはじゃあ運命に導かれてバカバカしい。
Does Doffy know that word D?
では D の一族をこう呼ぶ者たちもいる。神の天敵。俺も D だ。
I'm so pissed about them changing the fucking colors and just not addressing it. Like, what the... Why? So unnecessary.
今この国の戦局は大きく3つ。王宮のある大地、ピーカの像、スマイル工場。
Okay. So we're winning definitely 2 out of the 3 then. Right? We'll win the Pika battle part. Smiles is then Frankie and Senior Pink, and I know Senior Pink's gonna turn on our side and help us destroy the factory somehow, shape, or form.
戦局の一つ目、スマイル工場を守る幹部は遊泳自由人間セニョール・ピンク。そして3つ目の王宮のある大地、その最上階には現ドレスローザ国王糸人間ドフラミンゴ。
This is gonna be the hardest part to win. I don't want to look
参
at
謀
you.
の粘液人間コロシアムの英雄フラッグ人間ディアマン
I
テ。
wouldn't even really consider that a part. That's just a
3
side
段目で部
part.
下を率いる闘魚の半魚人デリンジャー、自王権のラオジー。
That explains his combat skills, I guess. If he was half fishman, don't see it, but okay.
全身武器人間ベビーファイブ。
気持ちいいそよ風だ。
Is that one of the kitties you saved? Is he a kitty person? Frankie, are you a kitty person? I would totally see it. Frankie being a totally cat person like
大部分
Hellboy.
の戦局は決着の時はそう遠くない。
God, just changing the color, I feel like it weakens his attacks. I don't know why. They're not as threatening. Dude, Luffy, go back to Law, and then what you guys need to do is what they did like in Jujutsu Kaisen with like the clapping and just switch places. That way Doffy can't predict where you guys are going to be going. Ooh, Heroes, he dodged him pretty easily. Heroes, you're letting your emotions get in the way. Calm it down. Reassess. Oh, maybe not. To me, it seemed like you were kind of just blindly swinging right there.
Ami Pantera.
I think Devil Fruits is probably one of the best things it ever created for an anime because they are so fucking versatile. You know what I mean? Like, ninjutsu, it had its limitations. You couldn't just be out there and make it do whatever you want. It had its... But like, Devil Fruits, if it's an imagination, you can do it. I don't know why, but I just found that so enjoyable. Her just slowly backing up. Back it up.
レベッカ、一人で行かせてしまって大丈夫かしら。ここから上は怪物たち
Glad
の
you're
戦
not
場
worried
な
about Koala.
言ってけろ、ロビン先輩。先輩の気持ちは分かってるべ。
I was looking at the comments the other day about Barto and his power, and you like talking about the staircase. Again, if you can fucking imagine it, it's a fucking possibility.
ロビン先輩のオーラが守ってる。さながら今の俺は NS ロビーで戦う麦わらの一。おこがましいべ俺。すいません。
Yeah, at least you're self-aware, so I'll go ahead and give it to you. I want to see your altar come back out.
眠たくなるよ君たちの攻撃は構えろグラディウス
Please put him to sleep. I want to see the altar.
破壊法
足らない
I'm surprised they didn't say he was half fishman, because his tail reminds me of a platypus. Is a platypus a fish or is it a mammal?
てめえの心臓射抜いてやる。
やっぱりあなた今また
ギギギギほだ
Thought we were doing good in our battles, but maybe not. My apologies, man, Sherry. I honestly forgot we were trying to save you.
三刀流108ポンド砲やろうすぐ逃げやがれ
Right, you have to stop him from doing that, but I don't know how you would. Could you go help Luffy? A 3-on-1 on Doffy?
怪我はないか
ありがとうございましたお兄ちゃんありがとう
安全な場所へ早く
I mean, I know he had that conversation with Isho about how they have no part in saving the country, but still.
決着の時はそう遠くないただし幹部たちとの決着がついたとしてもドフラミンゴを討ち取れなければ鳥かごの中の運命は変わらない。
海賊たちにこの国の運命を預けろと。
お前が D 隠しなか。お前がここへ来たのも運命と言いてえのか。
くっついた
Nobody cares.
D なら俺を止められるとでも。D の一族が神の天敵。
おいおいドフィー気をつけろ脳の能力圏内だ
インジェクションショット
So did you actually inject him with anything, or is it just like a bullet?
コラさんも100も承知だ。名前一つでお前に勝てりゃ世話はない。それはきっかけだった。
お前に俺は撃てねえよ。
俺は愛してるぜ。優しいコラさんがあの日引けなかった引き金を代わって引きに来ただけだ。
Either way, like Laws already knows the ramification of us killing Doffy, so it's just kind of like I want to root for us, but in the back of my mind I do remember you telling us like, yo, we don't want to piss off Kaido. So like before, when we've tried to defeat enemies, you know, it's been like, well, if we like defeat Morea, there weren't going to be repercussions of us defeating Morea, really. There weren't going to be repercussions from us defeating Arlong. But us defeating Doffy, there are definite repercussions of that. So it's like, I do want us to win, but I feel like we're gonna have to suffer the consequences for it, and I don't know if I want that. I wonder how deep into those rocks those strings go, or if they could just dig their way out. I had wondered that when he first blew up the bird, when he first threw up the bird cage, I wondered if they could dig underneath the strings, but I just assumed that he probably has them down far enough that's like, you're gonna have to dig like 150 feet down or something like that. Like, it's gonna take time, it's not gonna be worth it at that point. What if the colorful strings is a powerful version of the regular white strings? If that's the case, they should definitely address it. But to me, it looks like they just changed the colors just to change the, like what they did with Doffy's fake Mingo body. You know, like now it has that like pink outline. I think it's just to highlight it for us so we know where it's at because he's using it more. That's all I think they did right there. It is what it is, Mozy. Oh, fuck. We already have a fight. Well, that's... Well, hopefully if, like, Law's one that pulls the trigger, that means that Kaido will go after Law and not the Straw Hat, since we already have to deal with Big Mom. Because if we have to deal with Big Mom and we have to deal with Kaido... We haven't even made it into the new world yet. I don't think we should be trying to take on 2 emperors before we even reach the new world. But we are in the new world? Tomato, tomato. I don't really consider us in the new world yet because when we got to the new world, we were supposed to pick an island on where we wanted to go. And we chose to go to Punk Hazard instead of an island because it looked interesting. And then Punk Hazard then forced us to come here. So that's why I'm like, we haven't even really gotten to pick to go anywhere in the new world yet. So I feel like we haven't even really reached the new world yet. But I mean, honestly, at that point, I'm just arguing semantics. I know we are in the new world, obviously. Alright, well that was it for my reaction to episode 707 of One Piece. I do appreciate you guys sticking around and watching that reaction. It was real, it was good, it was real good. Later on.